What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Ricky here with another VWAP Wednesday. I'm gonna make this quick. I'm just gonna go over some VWAPs. I'm gonna look at Ethereum to get a real take on what the VWAPs can do for you. I was going over with my friend earlier today, and Ethereum is like really good. Has some really good examples of when to stay in and when to get out. So we're gonna go over that and look at a few charts. Definitely Bitcoin. So we opened up bearish on Bitcoin, and with the Hikanashi, it's still pretty bearish with our daily all the way down here and our hourly stacked on top of each other, and our green hourly being on top of everything is saying, hey, we need to come down a bit or reverse. Now they could play around in this new block right here, because we got our golden pocket right here. So they could bring the price on back down here before continuing up. So this is the 1 minute. So something like that. Maybe not take this low out. Maybe just stop at the golden pocket. So something to watch out for with Solana. But this is a prime example of we need these VWAP to flip, because if you go to the regular candles, you'll see we're literally in a golden pocket right now. So major resistance right here. But you see how the VWAP is like trying to flip up. Now if we get on up out of here and we start pumping, then we'll probably I think my next spider line. Hey, yo, boy, Chris. Oh, this is Bitcoin. I'm thinking I'm looking at Soul. I'm tripping. Next spider line for Bitcoin is back up here to 117. Now, if you've seen any of the shorts, you know we got long way back down here. I mean, down here at the VWAP. So yeah, looking for Bitcoin. They're gonna break out of this golden pocket. We might get up and really start going, getting some legs on this. I've been telling everybody in the group I was looking for a pullback at about 11:15 too, and I still would like a pullback there. But if we don't, then we shoot straight up to 117.5 is cool too. But we can also pull back as well. But we did open up bearishly, so that could be bullish. I've been seeing the opposite has been the same when we open up one way or the other. Never mind me. So yeah, right now, VWAPs are bearish. So I'm looking for a retracement. We can come back down here and bounce in the golden pocket. We have our VWAP stacked here, so they might try to flip. This is not the VWAPs I was looking for. Hey, yo, boy, Chris. Okay, there we go. I was like, bro, what is going on? So yeah. Now if this starts squeezing for the next couple of hours and we just range here, we're probably gonna squeeze up. Just saying. But a pullback would be good. Like Solana, I was telling my folks in the group and the sniper, my bounty seekers, that we opened up bearishly, that we needed to come down. We've already came back down through the daily VWAP. So we might pop back up here, retest the hourly VWAP. And come back down. And then head back up. Or this is a breakdown and we're bearish. I don't think it's ready to go down just yet. I think we got some up to go. So maybe these VWAPs just need to reset for the day. I think we have news tomorrow. Something's going on tomorrow, so maybe that'll get us to reset or something. And I wanted to look at Ethereum. And I kind of just wanted to show if anybody's really confused. Let me turn off the golden pockets. So what I'm looking for at all times to keep me in the trend is, what is this hourly VWAP doing? What is this green VWAP doing? That's the most current price action. Everything after that is old price action and basically history. So current price action pushing up against old price action gives us the trend. I'm not sure of the mechanics, but that's what it is. So if you find yourself getting faked out in a trade, you know, like you could have got long here. And you could have put your stop down here and you would have, you know, it would have been a good trade, something you really could have stuck out all the way through. But if you weren't sure of yourself, then you could have got long once this hourly VWAP started crossing up under the daily and all our other VWAPs. Now, the best, or I guess the best route you could have taken was to wait for a retest of the daily VWAP, a previous day's VWAP, which we came back down here and retested here with more divergent, and then we started making our way up. And as you can see, while we made our way up, that hourly VWAP stayed up under the daily and was telling you, hey, we need to be looking for longs. So you got a couple spots where you could have looked for a long. All this price action in the hourly VWAP stayed up under here, even when we shot up over here. So you had, this is a 3-minute chart, so you had ample enough time to, you know, be in and out of trades if you wasn't gonna hold from the low. And if you did want to scalp this, you would have known, because this didn't look like, the VWAP didn't look like this when they first formed. This is just hindsight. So when they're forming, they look a bit different, but you still get the gist of everything. So with that being said, when price, if you would have got long over here and price shot all the way up here, but these VWAPs didn't consistently, the hourly VWAP didn't consistently stay down here and kept coming above the daily, with these other hourly VWAPs staying above the daily, would have had you saying, hey, we're still short And you could have shorted these tops knowing that we were coming back down to this VWAP until this hourly came back down here and flipped for real. So this is current price action, and you can see what's going on. Like, price is all over the place, so it's not really a good place to just start to get in and chop. When we came up here to this anchor VWAP, that would have been a good place to get in short, especially seeing how our VWAPs were already coming above our daily. Now right now, which is interesting, Bitcoin VWAPs are bearish right now, but Ethereum is bearish on the Heikin-Ashi, but not necessarily, because if this decides to push up from here, this daily VWAP will start coming up over these hourly VWAPs. Now that's if and only if. Now if we start breaking down, that could reset this as well, but it would bring what was I gonna say? I just lost my train of thought, y'all. This would be an okay reset, especially if the VWAPs started to reset, but on the regular candles, we're not getting the same vibe, and that's just for now. So this could come on down, and then this could the hourly could get back on top of these until we come back down here to the this is probably a weekly VWAP, and flip these again and go up. So I like this route more. It might come on down, you know, and do something like that. And if we lose this current VWAP, anchor VWAP, then we'll probably be going lower. So if this comes down and fails, comes back to retest these, you know, something like that for Ethereum. But I was going through all that to say, you don't have to be in a rush to get in a trade. You know, you can go all the way down to the 1 minute and just see what's going on. Once the trend is established, like, hey, this is down. Look how far price is away from the VWAP, and we know price likes to come back to the VWAP, and our hourly VWAP is above our other VWAPs. It never changes. It's not going to change unless price changes, and it's literally mimicking price. So if you missed the short over here, you missed the short over here, or the short over here, this was the real short. And you would have known not to close it because the VWAP stayed here the whole day. And you would have had ample time to, you know, if you just had to get in a short, you know, these are riskier shorts, but getting into a short and then putting your stop above the VWAP is not a bad idea when the trend is down. But you don't want to, you know, get into a short this far away from the VWAP. You want to do it when it's closer to the VWAPs, if you were doing such a thing. And then you would not, yes, you'll take profits when we hit these anchor VWAPs, but if we start breaking down, you know, you start noticing still breaking down and our VWAPs are still not aligned, then you just gotta wait to take profit. Come all the way down. This was the whole move. And then, yeah, you could have got long right here, but, you know, it would have just been a scalp back to the daily VWAP. And then, now you look for longs. Now the hourly is above or below our daily. Now we look below. And they really, Ethereum is really all over the place because you see how quick these things flip. and stayed down, never down. Retest, just more down, and didn't flip back bullish until over here, just straight chop, nothing you want to trade, kind of flip bullish, rejected, and then we kind of stayed in the trend right here, played around, and then, so yeah, just straight chop before an actual move, long. And if you put the golden pocket on here to catch the bottoms, zoop. Sometimes they're front runner the golden pocket. They don't have to come all the way to it every time.
Hey, yo, boy, Chris.
But they're gonna come to it. Zoop, zoop, zoop. Sometimes they just shoot on past it, but hey. Gotta respect it. Golden pocket. Down. So yeah, some things to look for. We got into this crazy coin. I don't even know what it is. I've been working on this bot. I'm actually gonna get back to working on it. And yeah, it's been kind of crazy, man. Look at this. Last couple trades haven't worked out, but I've got the parameters pretty tight, so it's not losing a lot of money when it gets stopped out. So these are the last couple trades it took. Made $2.54, minus 18, minus 20, minus 20, minus 20. So technically still in the green, but not by much. But it's good that those percentages are working out, or the parameters are working out. I got two bots running. This one is on looking for a certain thing. But yeah, technology, man.